to the beautiful mind of the one I love. My husband, when he was in his right mind, was the most charismatic, beautiful, wonderful, brilliant human being. And I loved him dearly. I love him dearly as he was, not as he is. Let me just talk to you right now. I'll say this to my husband, but let me also say it to your loved one, to you, the one who's also suffering with mental illness, but you think you can handle it. You think you don't need any help because that would be admitting weakness. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe you don't like the side effects of medicine. I've heard that one. How it makes you feel, the residual effects, the fallout, whatever, of what it does to you. But let me tell you from the loved one's point of view, what it does to us, there's no words. There's only pain. There's only tears. There's only devastation left in the path of what this mental illness has done. So I beg you, I plead with you now. Side effects from medication, because see, it could be easily prevented. There's a process, from what I understand, of getting the right combination of medications. But if you need it, you need it. If you are diabetic and you need insulin, you need it to live. If you have heart disease and you have to have medication for heart disease, or you need it to live. Those of us who love you, those of us who are here for you, that fight for you, those of us who want you to stay, we say, please choose another way. You can't fight this dragon on your own. You can't fight this battle on your own. You can't be in denial about something that you could get medicated for, and at least that way you can protect. See, it's all about protecting. You want to protect your family, you want to protect your spouse, you want to protect the loved ones, those that care about you, those that pray for you, those that want you to come home, those that love your beautiful mind and miss it terribly. If you want to protect us, then get on medication. Quit being in denial. Quit acting like that's some scarlet letter you wear that's going to say, oh, defective, brain defective. You know, my son has a brain injury. And how stupid would we be? How foolish would we be to say, well, son, the medicine you're taking that's trying to balance out the chemicals that were damaged severely during your accident, how foolish would we be, and how arrogant would we be to say, you don't need to take that. You don't need that. You can deal with that on your own. You can fix it yourself. Just, positive thinking, overthink it, go through it, just ignore it, ignore the symptoms, you'll be fine. You can't do that with a mental illness. You can't do that with heart disease or cancer or diabetes, or just take the medicine. It's an illness. It's an illness. The other way, though, you're going to lose more than just a few moments, a few hours, a few years in time. Winter and spring. There's a winter and there's a spring. Don't just die in winter because you're being stubborn and don't want the stigma of being on medication. And just own it. It's not a stigma at all to say, I have a mental illness.